Today we're going to show you the life of the people who work here at the huge, amazing beauty tech company, L'Oréal. Actually, they have just moved here into a brand new office at Silom, Bangkok, Thailand, and it is exceptional. Let me show you around. Is beauty really for everyone? Some might say, nah, I'm not that beautiful anyway. And to tell you the truth, I don't really need beauty in my line of work. Or, I already have an attractive personality and the brain, thank you very much. I don't think I need an outside appearance to get what I need in life. Or, hey, I'm a dude. What are you talking to me about beauty for? Okay, fair enough. I get you. And trust me, I used to feel the exact same way. I mean, just when I thought I had very little to almost no connection whatsoever with the word beauty. But guess what?
I totally use this and this. Also this, just bought one of these yesterday. See, it's not just about makeup, but also skincare and other products that help us maintain an appropriate amount of self-care. So, this is not just for women, but it's for everyone. Let's find out more about beauty, how it drives mankind and society, how it drives business and technology.
And at the end of this episode, tell me if you would want to work here and be a part of this multi-million enterprise.
Anyway, the thing I'm most excited about today is to learn about and from people who work here. They live and breathe beauty. It's their identity, it's in their DNA, it's their mission.
And we're lucky enough to have a chance to talk to some of them. Let's go.
Look who I found, Mr. CEO himself, Monsieur Patrick Girod. Looks like he's chilling. So what do you say we go and talk to him for a bit?
I don't believe we met. My name is Vic and thank you for your time today. Congratulations on the new office.
Well, thank you so much. I'm personally very happy to be here. It's been a game changer for the way we work, the way I feel about going to the office every day. And hopefully it's the same for the teams. Because we did that for the teams.
Do you have any favorite spots here?
Yes, so I don't know if you've seen it. We have a big pantry space where people can meet to have coffee, lunch and everything, which we call La Cafette. So La Cafette is a kind of a slang way to call the coffee place in French. And it's a social place, actually. It's a gathering space where people can, of course, have lunch, coffee, but you will see a lot of people working there, having their breakfast there in the morning. And that's what we want. We are a connected company. We are not a very processed company. We are a very bio company in a way, where interactions between people matter. And so these places where people can meet, exchange are quintessential.
So what is it like to be a CEO of a beauty company and what does your typical day look like?
It's nice to be the CEO of a beauty company.
I bet.
The reason why it's nice is that beauty is a very dynamic category. The appetite for beauty is big. If I was to tell you when we talk about the growth rates of this category, a lot of people working in other categories are a little bit jealous of what's happening in beauty because it's a category that's been growing very steadily around the world.
So what does it mean, the beauty tech company? The tech part is pretty new and exciting, isn't it?
Yes, it is very exciting. So it's a concept that has been developed by our group. We are talking a lot about beauty tech for the past years. It's not just a buzzword. It's to say that technology, innovation, science is a lot about what we do because beauty is a lot about innovation. Today, you can, for example, through tools you would find online or through diagnosis tools, virtual try-on tools, you can see the effect of products before you purchase them, which is an amazing service. So the most simple one to understand, if you go to a hairdresser to apply hair color, you want to be quite sure about the shade you're going to apply on your hair. And there are now ways through virtual try-ons to see exactly what the color effect will be on your face, on a moving image. And of course, it's super reassuring for consumers. So And then the last one is we are innovating more and more in tech. So there's two big tech shows in the world. There's the CES in Las Vegas and there's Vivatech in Paris. This year, for the first time, L'Oréal had the keynote speech, the opening speech of the CES in Las Vegas, which is a bit surprising actually, because if you look at the past keynote speakers at the CES, they were all big tech firms, the Microsoft and Facebook and Google of this world. And this year, our CEO was actually did a presentation there. One of the key products he presented this year was a very breakthrough hairdryer. Using infrared light. So a very quite revolutionary way of drying your hair. That's one example. We presented as well a makeup applicator for people who have very limited mobility, who can't use their hands to apply. And so we innovate on that front because we believe that beauty is for everyone and all people around the world should have access equally to beauty.
So there's this trend that people are more leaning toward a natural, authentic look. But we would think that people would buy less cosmetics, but that's not what's happening.
It's not what's happening. So of course you have a lot of different trends in beauty, and it's true. Authenticity is an important one. Despite that, there was a very interesting trend some years ago, which, by the way, is one that is coming on and off on a regular basis. It was called no makeup. The no makeup trend is an interesting one because you actually use a lot of makeup to do a no
even
makeup
more.
result.
Yeah, it takes even longer to apply.
So you want a very natural and authentic result. It doesn't mean that you're not going to use beauty products to reach it. So that's one, but we don't see at all a slowdown in beauty consumption for many reasons, because I think beauty is essential and people are going for it, because I think as well products are more and more efficient. So when you use beauty products, you really see some difference, and so as people are keen on doing the best they can, beauty has an impact. And then maybe the last thing, because what's driving a little bit this, I feel, is the fact that AI is starting to hit in terms of beauty results. It's a key question. It's almost an ethical question. At L'Oréal, we are using AI in a lot of things we do. In terms of beauty results and what we want to project as beauty ideals, it's been, for example, decided that L'Oréal would never use AI to improve the way somebody looks. So we don't use, for example, beauty results or models that are AI generated. Our beauty is human, and so far will remain human. So we will use AI, for example, to produce in a more efficient way packaging visuals or ingredient visuals around the packaging, because the tool is extremely powerful. So we will engage into AI, but not trying to sell unauthentic and unreal beauty to consumers, because we think that doesn't really make sense actually.
So in general, beauty might be mostly associated with women, but the majority of your employees here at L'Oréal Thailand are female. And I was wondering, how much significance do you think beauty have with men?
It's a good question. I think it's actually very significant for women as for men. Of course, women historically have been bigger users of beauty products. The aspiration for beauty, I think, is equal between women and men. There are some trends happening around the world. We often talk about the emergence of makeup in Asia, for example. It's already a reality in Korea, for example, which is quite a forward-thinking and trendy country in terms of beauty trends. It's present in Thailand. These are not massive trends so far, but then there are basic beauty needs where men are present. Men take showers every day, for most of them. They wash their hair, they take care of their skin. They want to look better, they want to look their best. So it's coming, we see that quite a lot. The routines might be a little bit simpler because Probably men spend less time on their beauty routine than women, and that's fine. So we pay a lot of attention to men. We have some brands that are dedicated to men in our portfolio. Garnier is a big brand to cater to male needs. We do male fragrance. We have brands that are very unisex in our portfolio. Kiehl's is one, where there's plenty of great products for men. And then the traditional split between male and female is this category more for one or another. Genders are more and more blurry these days, and we cater to every single type of beauty. We used to say that at L'Oréal we wanted to develop beauty for all. There was this idea of universalization of beauty. And more, because needs are more and more specific and personalized, we are talking about beauty for each. By the way, beauty tech helps us to do beauty for each, because when you do a skin diagnosis, it's your skin diagnosis. It's not anybody else in the room skin diagnosis. So voila, it's more and more a beauty for absolutely everybody on the planet, without differences by gender.
So the founder of L'Oréal once said, the company is not about walls and machines, but it's people, people, people. So what kind of actions are you taking to ensure the great well-being physically and mentally for your people?
I fully agree with our founder's quote, because it's really what makes the difference. One of them is the setting. So when we do a new office, when we moved in, we got surprising questions from some of our employees saying, with questions we didn't have before, saying, could I bring my parents to the office? Or could I bring my boyfriend? And they're asking that because they're probably proud and they want to kind of show that they're in a nice place to work. So this is engagement, this is important. I was telling you a little bit about the café downstairs where we do our meetings. This connection, this fluidity of the relationship between people is something we are looking for. One example is we have a very big global program which is called Simplicity 2, and the objective of Simplicity 2 is to make time for what matters most. Okay, that's the headline. One example, we forbid meetings on Monday morning because we work pretty hard at L'Oréal. So what was happening in the past, basically, you're going through your intense week, and then on Friday night before going on a weekend, you look at your agenda for the following week, right? And you realize, I have a meeting on Monday morning. So you're going to have to work on the weekend to prepare for this meeting, which is not good. So we realize that if you free this time, actually people have time to prepare for their following week agenda on the Monday morning. And then they save their weekend. And we want people, to disconnect from work, and because if you don't disconnect, you're going to burn out, and it's not going to be good for anyone. So we tried to simplify the routine. We tried to make sure that we had the right people. So in order to free time for people, so that they have time for what matters most. Another super basic one, I don't know if you saw it, we have a staff shop downstairs, which we didn't have before. Having access to the products you support, and you work for year-round is a bit of a basic thing. Now the access is super simple. People can, buy our products with very good prices, so that they can give them to their, loved ones, families, friends, as presents, or for them to discover the products. It's basic, but we are putting that in place as well. So. We also provide to all our employees 15 days of flex leave on top of their annual leave, because we think that if you don't resource and recharge on a regular basis, it's difficult to flourish at work and everything.
Last question.
Yes.
What does beauty mean to you?
Interesting. Tough question, because it can mean a lot. Beauty for me is everywhere. And I think there is a quite natural human search and appetite for it. There's beauty for yourself, the way you look, the way you feel about yourself, your appearance. What's interesting about that is if you look back in time, even cavemen were into beauty. We've seen signs of makeup thousands of years before today. We've seen appetite for beauty pretty much since the dawn of humankind. So that's an interesting thing to reflect about, because very often we think about beauty as a superficial vanity, something that's not very essential. The truth is, it's very essential.
Did I mention that L'Oréal Thailand just moved to a new location, into a new fabulous-looking office? Well, this is the lady who made all that possible. Kun Pra is a brand general manager of CeraVe. Very talented, very nice. Let's go talk to her.
When you and your team envisioned a new office, what did you see and what did you do to make sure that the new office would be the best space for L'Oréal Thailand today and for many, many years to come?
When we develop the new office, it's based on 5 core ideas. So first, beauties. If you see like we don't like rectangular space, we have to be inspired of everything you see here will be in the curve. So all the corner room, everything will be in the curve. The second part is on the color inspired makeup. You see like it's coming from the red, the blue, the earth tone. And next part is on the textile, the choice of material that we use. Normally in the office, you won't use the textile much, but here you see a lot. And the last part is on the product at heart because we sell beauty product. The second part of the core idea is the technology because we know that technology inspires us and empowers us, especially in the beauty business. So we equip with the new live streaming room. We have the new booking system. And also in our office is already equipped with all everything we need. So we have the monitors, we have the keyboard, and we already have the AC plugged in. So you just come to the office with only one computer and you can plug in and then you just can work anywhere. In the new office, we also feature the Beauty Tech Showcase where all the brands that already incorporate technology into the brand activities, we also show it here. For example, if you have the acne problems, you can do the spot scan using the La Roche-Posay program. And the third core idea is about the well-being. If you see our number one investment of the new office is the chair and all the table and everything is according to the ergonomic. The fourth part is on the sustainability. The plants here are all real and it's our responsibility to make it survive. And the last but not least is about the collaborations. Like in the old office is quite packed and we don't have a lot of space to meeting, to do the collaborations thing. But in here we have a lot of space and that we can use for the quick meeting or small meeting or the big meeting that we have the team catering. The best part that I like for the collaboration here is the design of the stair. As you can see, like in the previous office, each of us work individually and we have separate floor. But in here, everyone come together on the 33rd floor. So I see everyone like every day and we have one stair to connect all of us along 3 floors.
Can you give us a big picture of the workforce at L'Oréal Thailand? Maybe starting with how many people do you have here?
So we have around 630 people. 24% are males, 76 are females, mostly Gen Y. We have a little bit of Gen Z from our management trainee program.
So how many divisions and departments are there?
So we organize them in terms of 4 divisions. So the first one, the biggest division, which is consumer product division, or we call CPD, the biggest divisions and with the mission to democratize beauty, so make beauty available to all consumers. The second division, which is the fastest growing division and the division that I work for, is L'Oréal Dermatological Beauty, or we call it LDB, with the mission of provide dermatological solution to all. We work closely with the healthcare professional or HCP to provide dermal cosmetic. And the third division, which is the very best of luxury, providing like the most innovative and most memorable experience, is our L'Oréal Looks. And last but not least, L'Oréal Professional Product that provide cutting-edge solution to support hairdresser and salon to give better product and service to their customer. So personally, I feel grateful that I work for L'Oréal for already like 3 out of 4 divisions. I work in CPD for Garnier and L'Oréal Paris. I work in L'Oréal Looks that I'm responsible for Lancôme, and the current division that I work with is L'Oréal LDB where I work for CeraVe.
So is it normal for people here at L'Oréal Thailand to keep switching departments and brands that they work for?
It's actually depends on the people. Like if you have the mission or you have inspiration to work with other divisions, it's possible, but you need to tell us in advance so that the HR and the people are aware, and then we can prepare the career for you if you want. Personally, I really encourage people to move around divisions, mainly because if you work in one division for so long, you might not learn a new things. But if you move to the new division, you get the chance to learn the new business, because in L'Oréal, all the 4 divisions are totally like different. However, the good part that like versus moving to the new company is that you still know people, you still know your HR, you have the people to support you. It's just the business part that you need to learn and adapt more.
So คุณแพรครับ please finish this sentence for me. The type of people we need the most here at L'Oréal Thailand would have to be someone who
Love beauty and have entrepreneurial spirit.
Can you elaborate on that?
Sure, because in L'Oréal we really believe in beauty. Some beauty is in everything we do, in the products, in the mood and tone, in the communications. And at the same time, at L'Oréal we really value the people more than the process. So everything is driving force coming from you. So it's you who drive the business and you who drive change. If you have something you want to change, it's coming from the people. So we really need a person who has entrepreneurial spirit to drive the business. ค่ะแล้วเดี๋ยวเราพาไปดู
ก็ยังคงโค้ง
ใช่
รักษาคอน
อยาก
เซ็ป
จะ
ต์
เป็นเคอร์ฟหมดเลย
โค้งทุกอย่างจริงเนี่ย
ขอพาไปดูดิวิชั่นแรกนะคะดิวิชั่นนี้ก็คือ LDB นะคะที่แพทย์ทำงานอยู่นะคะเข้ามาก็คือจะเป็นแบบวิชวลแล้วก็วายของ LDB ค่ะคุณหมอคือถ้าเดินไปก็จะเห็นว่าแบบทุกอย่างอ่ะมันจะเป็นเคอร์ฟนะคะแล้วก็แบบโต๊ะทำงานก็จะเป็นสัดส่วนอย่างเงี้ยค่ะแต่ละแผนกอ่ะจะมีไว้ไม่เหมือนกันแผนกนี้จะค่อนข้างเงียบๆเพราะเป็นเด็กเนิร์ดทำงานกับคุณหมออย่างเงี้ยก็จะเป็นแบบถ้ามองกลับไปก็ทุกอย่างก็จะเป็นเคอร์ฟใช่แล้วแบบอย่างเงี้ยค่ะถ้าเป็นแบบเท็กซ์ไทล์ที่เป็นดีไซน์อ่ะมันก็จะเป็นพื้นผ้าอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะแล้วก็ถ้าดูเก้าอี้อะค่ะเก้าอี้มันก็จะเป็นแบบมีผ้าแล้วก็เก้าอี้นี้ออร์โกนอมิกนั่งสบายพี่บิ๊กต้องลองนั่งดูค่ะเก้าอี้ตัวนี้แบบนั่งเราคือสบายเราไม่ปวดหลังเป็น number one investment ของโปรเจกต์ย้ายบ้านอันนี้ก็เป็นห้องใหม่ของเราที่แบบเป็นห้องที่แบบถ้าเราแบบอยากจะนั่งคนเดียวเล่นคนเดียวไม่อยากคุยกับใครเราก็มานั่งทำงานได้อะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะอันนี้ก็อย่างที่เห็นมันจะเป็นแบบ
เป็นห้องเงียบ
แล้วก็อันนี้เป็นอีกอันนึงที่เราอยากจะให้ดูค่ะเป็นL'Oréal for the future ที่เราโปรโมท sustainability ก็คือแล้วเราก็จะวางหญ้าหมอที่เหมือนต้นไม้
อันนี้ก็คือ
ต้นไม้จริงห้ามจับนะเดี๋ยวตายต้นไม้จริงหญ้าหมอก็จะมีคนมาดูแลค่ะ
สวยมากครับโปรโมท sustainability
ด้วยค่ะก็คือ L'Oréal for the future group อะค่ะคือเขาก็จะมี commitment เกี่ยวกับแบบ sustainability เนื่องจากเราเป็นบริษัทเครื่องสำอางเราก็แบบผลิตของเยอะนะคะให้ consumer อะไรเงี้ยเขาก็เลยมีวิชั่นพวกแบบ 100% ของโรงงานเราจะใช้น้ำที่เป็นรีไซเคิลทั้งหมดหรือ 100% ของ product จะเป็น biodegradable อะไรเงี้ยค่ะก็จะมีวิชั่นทำแบบนั้นซึ่งเราอะ as a brand ก็เริ่มมีนะเหมือนกับเราก็เริ่มมีการทำรีฟิลเข้ามาอยู่ใน product เราอะไรเงี้ยค่ะเพื่อแบบลดคอสหรือว่าปกติอะ packaging เวลาเราเห็นแพคเกจิ้งมันใหญ่มากเลยเนอะแต่ตอนนี้เราทำให้มันเล็กลงเพราะเราลดการใช้กระดาษอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะ
ถึงแม้เราจะทำแบบเล็กๆน้อยๆแต่พอมันเป็นแบรนด์ใหญ่
มันจะช่วย
ผลิตของเยอะมัน significant นะ
แต่ทำแบบนี้มันไม่ได้ช่วยให้เรามีต้นทุนที่ถูกลงนะมันแพงขึ้นแต่ว่ามันเป็นการ commitment ที่จะช่วยเรื่อง sustainability อะไรอย่างเงี้ย
nice can go outside
yes
okay It's not too hot, right?
It's not because this time of the day the sun is the other side พระอาทิตย์ตกฝั่งโน้นค่ะ
okay
ตอนเย็น so if we have the party like you can see like the sunset and then the vibe is very nice
so party deck
we will invite you
wow okay please วันนี้
ได้แบบมามีติ้งประชุมทีมได้แต่ว่าส่วนใหญ่ตอนกลางวันก็จะไม่ค่อยมีใครมาประชุมเพราะว่ามันร้อนเพราะมันสูงมันอยู่ชั้นแบบ33นี่ครับ
Now I want to talk to another person who has quite an interesting track record. Kun B has started working here, left, and then rejoined the company, and is now head of digital and media.
So if you don't mind me asking, why did you leave then? And what brought you back here and decide to settle at L'Oréal Thailand eventually?
I think most of the people when you leave the company, not just L'Oréal but every company, It's because you always see glass in the other side greener, but it doesn't mean like they will always greener. It's just like the feeling and the stuff. And at the same time, when I was L'Oreal last time, I was still young and I wasn't really like know exactly what I want in my life. I just wanna explore around to see whether like maybe some other things in other company might be doing better than what L'Oreal has been done. So that was the main reason that I left the company at that time. And the reason that I rejoined, I just need no reason to be here. When I woke up in the morning, I just need no reason to get myself ready, coming to this office, this pretty beautiful office, and get all the things done. You know, I was just born to be in this company, in this industry, because every day when we work, we really want everyone in this world to look beautiful, to look confident, and ready to move the world together. I think many people see beauty as something not essential to your life. But for me, beauty is super essential to my life. There will be a day that you don't feel you love yourself. There will be a day that you feel super down. On those days when I just get up, putting on the makeup on, dressing up myself super well, it's just a way that I can gain back my confidence. And I was ready to conquer the world.
Now I'd like you to meet Kunest. He's a management trainee. This position is basically an entry-level program designed to develop future managers within a company.
Yeah, I think as a trainee, I came in with an expectation that I'm going to be trained and be told exactly what is expected of me, how to execute the project, and so on. But in reality, there's a lot of room, a lot of flexibility in how I want to pursue the goal that have been set for me. So it requires a lot of freedom from my side to be able to adapt to different challenges and to implement my own ideas without too much personal guidance. I think the first day that I walked in, I think finding out that I'm the only guy amongst the 11 other management trainees is definitely a surprising fact, and I think it's quite a scary fact as well, whether I would fit in the organization or whether the organization would be too feminine for me. But I think coming in, I learned that L'Oréal is not just beauty products, it's not just makeup products, it's products that caters to all types of demographics, all races, all sex, So I think it's a company for all kinds of people, and even a guy can thrive and offer their own side of expertise as well. For me, beauty would mean inclusiveness, to be able to define the way that you want beauty to be defined without being judged or without being challenged, to respect what other people think beauty means. So that's beauty in my opinion.
This is Babe. She too used to be an MT. Let's see how she's doing now and what she's been up to.
I think the special thing about working at L'Oréal is that they really look into your strengths and also, I wouldn't want to say weakness, but like where you can improve. Ever since I was like an MT as well, they would always kind of try to bring out that potential. And I think that's the great thing about working here is that they really, wherever they can give you opportunity to work and really showcase and spotlight yourself, they will give it to you. So when I was an MT, I was very lucky to lead one of the bigger projects, which was at Park Paragon. For a lot of people, it may seem like a very minuscule project, but then for our division, our looks division, being able to host an event in the middle of Bangkok, like that is considered one of the biggest projects you can do. So my MT colleague and I, we were the two that got the opportunity to like lead this event, and I think with that, like our learning curve just spiked up like crazy because we had to work with so many people. We had to really try to bring out our skill sets, and that's where our potential really showed. And that's one thing that I really love about working here is that they really let you showcase who you are, and also you can see the results of it as well. You can see how it impacts the brand, you can see how it impacts the company, and that's what makes it really special.
So personally, what would be your most favorite perks and benefits working here?
I think other than, like the free coffee that we get from Nespresso or Happy Friday, for me, especially someone who struggles and deals with mental health, knowing that in our health benefits, it also includes, hotline access to like a mental health organization, and also being able to claim those expenses is something that's really important to me. I feel like especially now that our generation is much more exposed to knowing much more about mental health, there's much more awareness of it. Knowing that our company pays a lot more attention, not just to our physical well-being, but our mental well-being, is something that's really personal and special to me. And so that's something that I think one of my favorite perks here at L'Oréal. For me, I think beauty is in everything that you do, and also everything that is yourself. I think once you appreciate the beauty that's within you, it also expresses to every action that you do in every day, right? Whether it's saying hi to your coworkers, or like the work that you do, how you express yourself physically, the conversations that you have with people, with your coworkers, with stakeholders. I think it just embodies everything around you and within you as well. So I think that's also why at L'Oréal we say we create the beauty that moves the world, because we just understand that everything is all about beauty, and we want our customers to feel that same passion as us as well.
We spend at least 1/3 of our life working, usually at the office. So wouldn't you love it if this is what your working days look like? Getting to work with people like these at a company like this? I guess the answer would have to be yes, please.
I love how each and every one of them is so passionate about their work. They're making the world a more beautiful and wholesome place while growing professionally and having fun at the same time. Keep up the good work, L'Oréal. We know you work hard to keep us beautiful, and we'll always be your biggest fans.
Tell us in the comment where you want us to take you and show you next. This has been Community Featuring. My name is Vic, and thank you for watching.